Hello guys, hopefully you are doing well. Harry here, and today I'm really excited for this video, right? And today we're gonna work with the Python function, right? So Python inbuilt functions. So today video is about the Fantastic Four, right? So basically, today we have something truly exciting into our store, which is known as a Fantastic Four, right? So Fantastic Four is not about the movie, but we have a four fantastic Python function program, right? So basically, it's about the float, right? It's about the filter, it's about the frozen set, and it's also about the format, right? So how are we gonna use this? So I will show you in this whole video, right? So let's start with this video, right? So basically we won't be fighting any villain today, but we probably gonna crack some jokes in this video, right? Okay guys, so let's move on. Right guys, so let's start with the filter first, right? So basically, it is like the superhero Python function because it helps us to filter out unwanted element, right, from a sequences. Imagine we have a filter, right, for our daily lives. I mean, like, it would be easy for us to filter out all the traffic, like, and even the bad jokes, right? So let's imagine we have a list of number, right? So basically I'm going to use a list comprehension, right? I'm going to say like num, right? I'll say x for x in range, right? So basically I'm gonna count from something like 1 to 20, right? So basically and gonna print num. So now you can see over here I have a 20 number inside my list, right? So basically now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a filter, right? So basically I'm gonna use a filter right now, and in the filter basically I'm gonna filter out the number. So basically let's say like a filter number, and let's say list, because we have a list data types, right? And I'm gonna say filter, right? And I'm gonna say lambda, uh right? So let's say lambda and the x column x, right? And percentage, right? So 2 equal to 0, right? And I'm gonna put inside all the lists, right? So that's gonna be a num. Oops, something is wrong here. Oops, sorry, I forgot to write it properly. lam, there should be a b, right? So now you can see over here, right? I'm gonna call all those numbers stored inside our filter numbers, right? So now you can see over here it has filtered out all the even number, right? But if you're looking for the odd number, right, so let's say like filter numbers, right? And I'll put something like odd, and over here I'll put even. Over here also I'll put even. So I'm gonna rerun this code, this one, right? So now instead of 0 I'll put like 1, right? And I will call this our list, odd list. Now you can see over here 1 3 5 7 9 11 13 15 17 and 19. Now you can see over here, so we have used the filter to remove the unwanted elements from our list, right? Right guys, so our next is a float, right? So basically float is like a magician, right? So it can turn ordinary number into a floating point number. So it is almost like making your everyday number walk on water, right? So basically let me show you how basically we can use the float, right? So you guys must heard about the typecasting, or like the type conversion. So basically we're converting different data type into a different data, right? So basically let me show you like what we are actually doing over here, right? So basically if I say like a num, if I say like num 21, right? So I'm gonna create a variable, so let's say num 21, and I'm gonna start 21 over here. So basically you can I'm like, that it is integer, right? So basically you can check by type, and you say like num 21. You can see over here those are integer, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do typecasting and type conversion, right? So basically I'm gonna convert those integer into a float. So for that, basically what I can do is like let's say float, right? Let's say 21, right? And what I can do is I can type float, that's our function, right? And let's say like a num 21, right? And I'm gonna print um float, sorry, float 21. So now you can see over here we have a floating point number over here, right? So it's become like 21.0. So basically if I say like type float 21, right? So basically it can help us to verify our data types, right? So now you can see over here that data has converted into float. So basically we have used the float functions over here to convert that into a float, right? So basically we converted integers into float. Right, guys, so next is our format, right? So basically let me get more block over here, right? So I'll put more block. Yeah, so basically on the format, the function is like a master tailor, right? It's customize a use string to perfections, right? Imagine you want to greet a friend named Bobby, so we can use the format, right? So let's say we have a name over here, right? And we have a something Bobby over here, right? And I will say greeting, right? I want to greet him, and I'm going to use a format string, right? So for that, I will create another variable name greeting, right? And I will say hello, right? And I have to use a curly braces over here. Then I have to use the dot. Then what you can do over here is you can write format, right? So format. Then you can write a name over here, right? So basically, I'm gonna print now greeting. So now you can see over here it says like hello Bobby, right? So that was quite easy, right? But now what we're gonna do is like we're gonna use a list of name, right? And now we're gonna use a for loop, right? And we're gonna iterate through each name, and we're gonna use of course the format to create our list of friend, right? So let's say my friend name is Paul, right? And let's say friend name is Joe, right? Let's say friend name is anything like Alex, right? So I have three friends, right? Let's say, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say like for I, right? So I'm gonna use a for loop for I in range, right? And then say len. Then I'm gonna say oops, I forgot to declare those into a names, right? So names, right? So what I can do next is I'm gonna give a print function over here, right? And what I'm gonna do over in the print function is basically I'm gonna use the same concept for the format, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say hello, right? Then I have to use those curly braces, then I have to use those dot, then I have to use the format functions, right? So inside the format functions I'm gonna declare a name, and I'm gonna iterate each index from it, right? So now I can print this if we just press enter. Oops, sorry, we have to put the column over here. Now if you press enter, you can see over here it says hello Paul, hello Joe, hello Alex, right? So guys, it was really easy, right? So basically that's the way you can use this, right? And well, there's a plenty of way you can print this same outcome, but this is the one of the way you can use to print those outcome if you want to greet all your friends from your list, right? Okay, so let's move on with the frozen set. Okay guys, so finally we are doing the last one, which is known as the frozen set, right? So this is bit chilly, right? And you can see the weather over here is quite sunny today. So let's say frozen is like the frozen weather, right? Where everything is freezing, right? So basically what I'm trying to say over here is like according to the name, you can identify it's a frozen, right? So basically let's say like you have put something on a fridge for a quite long, and that has frozen over there, right? I'm like on a freezer, right? So basically it's like the same, right? Imagine you have a set of fruits, let's say apple, banana and oranges, right? Inside a list of the fruit, right? And you have use this function frozen set to make those element of frozen, right? So basically nobody can input more fruit inside your list, right? Let's say nobody can sneak I mean, like snake in any pineapples, right? So let me show you how we can do this, right? So basically, I'm gonna declare some list, right? So I will say fruits, uh, right? So I'm gonna say fruits, right? And I'm gonna say apple, and I'm gonna say banana, right? And I will say oranges, right? And I will say mangoes. Okay, right? So I'm gonna run this. So now we have fruits over here, right? So basically I'm gonna say frozen, let's say frozen fruits, right? And I'm gonna say frozen, I'm gonna call these functions, right? Oops, yeah, frozen set, right? So I'm gonna say frozen set, then I'm gonna put all those list inside our frozen set, right? So let's say fruits. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, basically I'm gonna print this now, right? So let's say frozen, oops, sorry, frozen fruits. Yeah, now you can see over here it's been declared over here. It says like frozen sets apple, banana, mangoes and oranges. So basically we will try to index this, right? So if I try to index this, if I say frozen fruit, I want to go to the apple, right? So basically it doesn't work, right? But when you get inside your previous data, sorry, previous list which you have declared on the top cell, so basically if I say okay, I want to go through the apple, now you can see over here you can get inside the apple. Similarly, I will give you one more example. Let's say one, now you can see that's a banana, right? And but you try with the frozen fruits, and you try to index one, so it doesn't able to, I'm like, you won't be able to do an indexing, right? So basically if I say instead of that banana, I will say pineapple, right? Let's say pineapple. Okay, so um pineapples, right, so that's saying false, so basically that's need to be a single one. So now you can see over here, um on the bottom one, so I have pineapples on the second shelf, right? So if I'm gonna run this now, right, so basically now you can change with the pineapples over here, right? So what we came to know with this frozen site function site, so once we declare the frozen site functions, we won't be able to modify, right? Hopefully you guys really enjoy watching this video, and hopefully I was able to give a clear explanations of Fantastic Four, right? Hopefully the example was very simple, and if you have any problem related to programming, and if you have any problem related to any of my code, right, just feel free to contact me, right? And you can contact me through LinkedIn. You can put into the comment sections, right? So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe my video, right? And of course you can press the bell icon if you want some notifications about my videos, right? And guys, hopefully you enjoy doing journey with the Python, right? It's a really easy language, right? And it's like, it's nearly a human language, right? And guys, I will see you on the next video, right? And thank you so much for watching, and peace.